Hey, what's up guys, Team Booster Break, and in this video I'm going to be showing you 10 of the coolest fake Pokemon cards in existence. Now I do want to remind you, these are my own personal opinion. If there's a card that you think is cool, let me know down below in the comments, but these are my personal top 10 coolest fake Pokemon cards. I also do want to mention that in the corner of the video, each of the original artists' DeviantArt, or if I can't find that, their name will be down in the right hand corner. So keep that in mind. I will be crediting all of the original artists. So the number 10 coolest fake Pokemon card is Aurorus EX. With all the love that Tyrantrum has been getting, it's getting its own box, it has its own EX, Aurorus is just getting kicked under the rug. And I'm one of those people who personally find Aurorus cooler than Tyrantrum. So the fact that somebody finally made a really cool looking Aurorus EX makes me extremely happy. Everything about the card looks great. The way they have like the rainbow looking glowing swirls around the Pokemon, the background, how it looks like Galaxy. I think they did a very, very good job. Next we have a card that I just think looks hilarious and really, really cool, hence the title. But we have an ancient Dunsparce. Oh, that's hilarious. So, if you guys are familiar with the Ancient Mew card, this is basically a play off of that, except it is an ancient Dunsparce. Now, this is one of those things. Dunsparce is one of the most underrated Pokemon. It never gets the respect it deserves. So, seeing this card is hilarious, and the artist did an absolutely fantastic job on it. I would love to get this card for if they ever make another Pokemon movie in theaters. Next up we have a Missing No card. So the cool thing about Missing No is that if you guys played the old games, you might have experienced it, but the fact that somebody made it into a Pokemon card is freaking hilarious. Now the background does look like it was made with like Minecraft and kind of put on shaders, but you know, we're not necessarily worried about the artwork in this specific card, unlike the other cards. This one, we just want to look at it for the fact that it is a Missing No Pokemon card. I also can really appreciate the fact that they decided to go with the old school style. This looks like the Neo series, so that makes the card even better. And overall, I mean, I think if they ever did make a Missing No card, which they never will or never, I don't know why they would, because it's not even technically a real thing, but if they did ever make one, this is how I would want it to be. Up next, we have a card that, I mean, oh my goodness, the artwork on it is incredible, but it is an Absol. It's kind of like an Absol full art / legend piece looking card. It has the Heart Gold Soul Silver styling, but it is a full art. Anyway, though, we're not even worried about that. The card itself just looks absolutely incredible. Holy cannoli. One thing I always wish Pokemon did was make like kind of an artist series, you know, like make a set of Pokemon cards that is really, you know, watercolor based or just a totally unique art style, but they all have the same art style. So if they made a set of Pokemon cards with this art style, oh my, I would buy every single one easily. Anyway, though, this card looks fantastic. Huge props to the artist. Yeah, Absol definitely deserves a full art, and if it looks like this, I will not complain one bit. Up next, we have another really funny but really cool card. It is Imakuni's Dunsparce. So it's playing off the whole Dunsparce thing, but it's Imakuni, and I think Dunsparce and Imakuni would actually make a perfect pairing. If you guys are familiar with the other Imakuni cards, they're kind of random, they don't make any sense. They're really out there, and this card plays in perfectly with the rest of Imakuni's other cards. So instead of Imakuni's Doduo, it is Imakuni's Dunsparce. But the artwork is just so perfect. Oh man, I wish that this was an actual card. So cool. I love Imakuni. I love Imakuni's cards. And if this was ever one, I'd be the happiest person ever. Alright, next up we have a Kangaskhan EX full art. I don't even know what to say to this one. Not only is the art style absolutely incredible, but just the art itself, it reminds me a lot of the Absol one, but the way it's like grabbing for an apple, and the apple looks so vibrant. And then in the background, there's like the, I don't know, Grand Canyon looking mountains and stuff. It looks awesome. This is 10 times better than the Kangaskhan that was in Flashfire. It doesn't even compare. If this card had great texture, I mean, you're looking at a great full art, and that's all I can really say. I wish Pokemon started to make some full arts that actually look like paintings, like this one does, or like the Absol does. I think that would add so much, and instead of just doing it, you know, with 5-band graphics, actually have some artists make these full art cards, and they can go, oh, they would be so cool looking. Pokemon, you really, oh, Pokemon, please, just make some artist full arts. That would be, oh, you're missing out. Coming in at number 4, we have probably one of the most professional looking fake EXs or fan art EXs that are made. It is a Scyther EX. Now, as you see, the artist kind of took 2 different paths when making the card. There's one that looks a lot like what you would see on Pokemon.com on the right, and then there's one that you would kind of see that, you know, would just be the one that they use when promoting the set. So the one on the right is kind of like PTCGO style, how it has that electricity and all that awesome stuff. Then the one on the left's a little more reserved, but do want to give huge props to this artist. This card looks incredible. If they ever made it, I would have an entire page worth in my binder. Up next, we have a Mega Rayquaza EX, but it's kind of in the style of a shiny Pokemon mixed in with the style of, you know, it's mixed in with the style of an EX Pokemon, but as well as the shiny Pokemon from the Black and White series. It's not quite an EX, but, you know, the card itself just looks incredible. I love the gold border. I love how it has the Mega Rayquaza coming out of the card like an EX would. But the thing I like most about it is the fact that its attack does 1,000... Okay, that's not actually what I like the most about it. But I could do without the Galaxy pattern. I don't think the Galaxy pattern necessarily works well with EX cards. I mean, that's pretty much a given. But purely based on the fact that, imagine this having the normal, you know, black and white style golden texture. This card would look absolutely insane. Coming in at number 2, this card is, oh my goodness, this is absolutely gorgeous. We have a Mega Mewtwo Y full art. The texture that the artist chose for the background works with it perfectly. The colors look incredible. Oh, what I would do to have a card like this. This has me even more excited for the future sets to see if they're going to have any Mega Mewtwo's in there. And if they do, I would be ecstatic if it looked anything even remotely like this. Coming in at number 1 for what I think is the coolest fake Pokemon card, we have Erica's Celebi. Now, there's a couple obviously wrong things about this card. You know, one of the main things being that Erica never had a Celebi, but also the fact that, you know, it's not quite the correct Galaxy pattern, and, you know, there are some things wrong, but it gave me the idea of if they ever had trainer full arts, that would be so great. Kind of similar to the Team Magma and Team Aqua's Pokemon in Double Crisis. But, like I said, I do love this card because Erica's one of my favorite gym leaders, and if they ever made this, imagine it with the correct full art texture. It was an EX Pokemon. Dude, it's game over. But let's just take the final moment to just be in awe over how sweet this card looks, and that's going to do it. So huge shout out to the artist of this one as well. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for my personal top 10 coolest looking fake fan art Pokemon cards. Let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite, or also which one do you think should have made the list. If there's one out there that you think is really, really cool, definitely link me down below in the comments. But until then, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, and that's going to do it. So thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.